Somebody wants to know, how does fasting differ from anorexia?
Anorexia by definition means loss of appetite. It's a medical word used for loss of appetite. And many a time this happens in certain people, those who are dieting. It's common in young ladies. It's a sort of a disease that those who diet, they abstain from food, and then that becomes the habit. And they don't want to have anything. And sometimes they may go into anorexia nervosa. That psychological disorder that they fear eating, thinking that if they eat, they will increase weight, and that becomes a psychological disorder. So anorexia is nothing but loss of appetite, and dieting is not preferred, because most of the people that diet, the moment they come off the diet, they either go into anorexia nervosa, that's a psychological disorder which I mentioned, which they fear eating anything, increase of weight, and then they lose weight, the health goes down, or they go into a binge of overeating, bulimic, they eat excessive food. And there were several researches conducted on this, including in Michigan in 1995, where about 557 young ladies enrolled in the university, out of which 86% were dieting. Only 2% of them, they used to eat excessively. But in 6 months' time, 19% added into the bulimic category. They start eating more. Because the moment you stop dieting, you tend to eat excessively and become more fat. Or you go vice versa on the other side, anorexia nervosa, where you don't eat at all, and that damages your body.
Subhanallah. Well, you're going to help us not to get into that. Next question. What is the scientific difference between fasting and starvation?
Fasting, scientifically, starts somewhere close to within 12 hours to up to 24 hours. And when the carbohydrate reserves of the body are used as a source of energy, it's called as fasting. Moment it starts after maybe a few hours, initially the food is utilized. When the food intake reduces, and when the carbohydrate reserves of the body is used for energy source, it's called as fasting. But after the carbohydrate source in the body depletes, gets completely used up, then the protein is used. When protein is used as a source of energy, it's called as starvation. Then you find that the muscle mass keeps on reducing, the person becomes thin, and it becomes unhealthy. Scientifically, when the carbohydrate source gets depleted and the protein source is used, it's called as starvation, which is not good for the body at all. Fasting is healthy for the body, starvation is unhealthy.